What's up, everybody? John Eric Poli here with My MMA News, and today's guest will be fighting Jordan Heiderman at LFA 144. That fight date, October 14th. Pleased today to be once again joined by Daiqwon Buckley. Daiqwon, nice to see you, man. Always a pleasure. Great catching up with you, man. Looking forward to today's interview. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, man. I love being here with you.
So let's get right into things here. It's another major opportunity for you, for everybody out there that maybe is watching this that isn't too familiar with the LFA promotion. And of course, is a big feeder system, mainly in the UFC, but the other big promotions too, like Bellator, PFL, and whatnot. You get to fight in the co-main event on this, so it's a huge spotlight into a feeder system for major promotions. Just how excited are you, man, to get back inside the cage and have this major opportunity in front of you once again?
Oh man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm super excited. Just being able to strap the gloves on and to be able to go in there and dance once more is always a blessing. So yeah, man, I'm super excited. I appreciate the LFA and Jordan Heiderman for signing the contract, and we're gonna get it on come October 14th.
So now this is your third fight here of 2022. So I got to ask this question. How's the body feel, man? It's a very active year for you. Just how you feeling?
Feel great, man. I couldn't honestly felt better. You know what I mean? With the guys that I work with, you know what I mean? They have this system down to a T that have been training and fighting way longer than I have been. So yeah, man, everything is perfect. And honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better team to help me go through the process and just to make sure that I'm ready to go. But yeah, I feel great.
And I know from like doing these interviews over the years, a lot of fighters will talk about kind of like the keys to staying active is mainly in the recovery aspect of the game. Just talk about that a little bit. Just like what's the recovery process like and how you're able to keep your body so fresh like that to go through three fights in a year because it's really hard to see people fight once a year a lot of times anymore.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it's just rest. Rest is a very key component on recovery and just like the way you eat and everything, just like your day to day life. Yeah, mine's pretty simple. You know what I mean. But my big thing is just rest. I get the sleep that I need to be able to perform and do what I have to do to get my get better, get my teammates better. I mean, all of us get each other better. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean. Just if you need a break and take some time off, you know what I mean. Take the time off, and that's super important. A lot of the times people are like go go go, but sometimes if you need a rest, you got to listen to your body and just take that little step back, relax a little bit, and yeah, man. But yeah, I feel great.
Good stuff, man. Now let's get into actual training here now. So let's start here because I'm usually pretty good at keeping my tabs on everything. This one here, I somehow missed somewhere. So I saw when I was looking at your Instagram right before the interview, and I saw Kill Cliff FC, and I go, what the hell is Kill Cliff FC? And I'm looking at him like, did he change gyms? Here it is. It's still Sanford MMA. I'll let you explain it to everybody. Just talk about the change of the gym's name and explain how it is still indeed the same gym. It is still Sanford MMA, just a new name for the gym.
Yeah, so yep, we rebranded to Killcliff FC. We were formerly known as Sanford MMA, which a lot of people do know us as. Nothing has changed, just the logo, the colors. Instead of the blue and white that we were, now we're black and gold. We're still at the same facility, same coaches, same teammates, same energy, same everything. So just a brand change. Uh, we still are partnered with Sanford, but that's all that's changed. Just the name, the name, and we're actually excited to have Killcliff working with us now. There's a lot of new things put into play. So yeah, that's it though. Nothing crazy, just different branding, and that's it, man.
So with the new brand though, I'm sure, right, you get the whole new t-shirts, I'm sure there's some new logos and that in the gym and everything like that. Now, you obviously used to play football. I know we've talked about this in the past. A lot of times, like athletes, when they come from team sports, when you get new anything, it's like so exciting. You can't wait to put on the new gear, go to the new equipment that's in the gym or anything. Anything like that still for you, man? I know those roots run deep to you there.
Of course. Nothing's better than getting some nice, cool looking, free gear. Yeah, man, I love it. It's always something to look forward to. We actually just got a bunch of new gear from Takedown. They're one of our main sponsors too, and they rebranded, everything with the Kill Cliff and the Takedown. And we have some nice, fight kits and stuff that they just gave us the other day. So yeah, it's really cool, man. And sure there'll be a lot more to come, and we love it.
All right, so now let's get into actual specific training here. Training camp going on right now. How's camp going?
Camp is great. It's a long one. You know what I mean? I had a couple months to prepare. So, yeah, man, I have nothing to say about camp, man. You know what I mean? We're grinding it out. Work with the best guys in the world, and come October 14th, we're ready to go.
And now let's tell everybody about your opponent now a little bit here. Obviously, you've been scouting him for a little bit now. Just what have you
Yeah.
seen out of him, and what are you kind of expecting on fight night?
Well, I'm expecting him to be his best self. I mean, he did come out of the Ultimate Fighter. He did well. He didn't win it, but he did well. He's an undefeated heavyweight prospect outside of the Ultimate Fighter. So yeah, I mean, I expect him to be durable. You know what I mean? He has a good gas tank. He has a good chin. So yeah, it should definitely be a pretty good fight. I just know that I'm better in every area, and whether people want to believe in me or not, I'm always the underdog in every single fight. And once again, I'm going to come up victorious October 14th, and that's that. Whether it's a finish, whether it's the decision. I mean, I'm ready to go off 15 minutes. I say that all the time, but it's just the truth. I'm just a better fighter. All due to respect to Jordan, but like I said, come October 14th, I'll be getting my hand raised.
And I know every fighter has like different tendencies. Some fighters would like to be in a small gym where things are kind of just based around them and all the attention's on them and everything else. But obviously, here's the argument for a big gym like that you're in. And I'm going to ask you this question here as we're talking about opponents. Do you have somebody that's able to help maybe simulate Jordan at all and give you a look similar to what he's going to give? Because your guys' heavyweight room, and even if you mix in the light heavyweights that have some size to them too, it's massive. Like I see when you post, photos on your Instagram, you have a ton of training partners in that gym there. So is there anybody that's able to help simulate what you might see on fight night?
Yeah, absolutely. I have plenty of sparring partners, training partners, friends that have been simulating Jordan for the past couple months. And to be honest with you, I've been watching Jordan for a long time. Before I even had my pro debut, I knew who he was, and I'm like, I'm gonna fight that guy soon. So now it's happening, and I know his every move. I know everything he does, even if he decides to change it up. At the end of the day, Jordan is still Jordan, and yeah, like I said, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a nice little dance party Friday, October 14th. I'm super excited. But yeah, my training partners are perfect and doing a very good job simulating him, doing what he does, and all that. But we're ready for everything.
And I'm going to ask you about one specific training partner, too, and that's going to be Linton Vassell. And it's funny, as you were talking about Jordan being, like big and durable and all that, I feel like that fits right in with Linton, and he's a, hell of a competitor. He's doing great in Bellator's heavyweight division there. He's getting close towards another title shot there. Just what's it like having him around, too, because he's such a veteran of the sport, and it's a real nice guy. I got to interview him before his last fight. It seems like he's such a nice, down-to-earth guy. So what's it like being able to call him a training partner and have him help you out?
Linton, he's an amazing guy, and as a training partner, he most importantly is he's a great friend too. If you need anything, he's like the first guy to, he'll take the shirt off his back and give it to you, and he's always there. He's a helping hand. You know what I mean? He's not just there to try to bully anybody or anything like that. He's honestly one of the nicest, coolest people I've ever met in my life. But yeah, he's been a huge, huge, huge help for this training camp. And always, we're always training. He's one of my main guys, so we're always, always, always grinding it out. He's also going to be cornering me again for this fight too. He just sets the vibe, man. He's just such a cool guy, and to be able to have someone like him and other guys in our gym too, like Steve Mowry, the heavyweights and Chase and Katuma and Vaughn. You know what I mean? They're just a great group of guys to be able to work with on a day-to-day basis. But yeah, Linton, we couldn't honestly ask for a better training partner and a better friend too. So yeah, it's amazing.
And I didn't know that Linton did corner work either. What's it like having him in the corner there? Is he a real good coach to have there? A nice voice in the ear in between rounds and that?
Yeah, he's great. Like I said, he just knows how to set the vibe. He keeps the mood down, and he knows exactly, what I need to do. And he knows my fighting style. He's been my training partner since I first moved down here. It's going to be almost 2 years now since I've been here. So yeah, he's absolutely he's a great cornerman, and I couldn't have anybody else, asked to come out and help me. So I'm honored to have him back in my corner again.
And I know that obviously the big attention here is on October 14th, just taking care of business and getting a win. But I have to ask this question, man. If you're to get a win, do you have something, maybe in plan for the future here? I know you're right at that point now when you're fighting in these types of promotions where a bigger promotional call is literally, right around the corner. Are you looking to, get a win and hope that one of the bigger promotion calls? Or there's obviously the other route of just staying right in LFA, climbing the ranks. They have titles and everything else. Usually you win a title in that promotion, it is an immediate call up right then and there. So what's kind of like the long-term layout here? Is it just playing it by ear, or do you have something in mind?
Yeah, I'm just playing it by ear. After I beat Jordan, whatever's next is next. Whether the big promotions are calling, and if that's the case, we're ready to go. And if I need another fight or two before that happens, that's fine too. But right now, you know what I mean? The main focus is Jordan. Like I said, he's a super tough opponent. You know what I mean? He's a game opponent. So yeah, once this is over with, then we'll see what's next. But I'm excited. You know what I mean? But as of now, I'm focusing just on Jordan.
All right, so I want to end with a few outside the cage stuff, and this one is a little training related because I did see a gym picture with you and Iron Mike Tyson. That is so badass. I'm sure that's be something you'll always remember the rest of your life when you got to meet Mike Tyson. What was that experience like of getting to be in the gym with Mike Tyson?
Yeah, so it's not every day when you get to meet Mike Tyson. You know what I mean, the legend of combat sports. But yeah, it was funny. So I went to our affiliate gym. It's called Hard Knocks 365, and I was just hanging out on the mats, and I'm looking. And I'm like, wow, like that guy over there looks like Mike Tyson. And I didn't really think it was him. So when I asked one of the training partners, they're like, hey, is that Mike Tyson? Like, yeah, it is. I'm like, oh, wow. So my friend, his name was Rocco Cordaro. He's doing pretty well. He's on his come up. He's an amateur, but he'll be making his fighting soon. But anyways, we were both debating on, hey, like, go introduce us to Mike. He's like, no, you go introduce us to Mike. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I walked over there. And not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh wow, like this is really Mike Tyson. Not much was said, but we just introduced ourselves and asked if we can get a quick picture. We don't want to bother him or anything like that because I'm sure he gets pictures all the time. But yeah, introduce ourselves. And that was really it.
I said, was he a nice guy? I've heard that he's a very nice guy when you actually get to see him and meet him and all that.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. Like he didn't give off any like arrogance or anything like that. Like he was actually a really nice guy. Took the picture with us, and as we were leaving, like he remembered our names. He's like, all right, like bye, said both of our names, and which is pretty cool because I feel like usually when you meet somebody and they tell you who they are, like 2 seconds later you already forget their name. So yeah, he's like a really really cool guy, and genuine. And when you meet him, he remembers who you are. So I like that.
Yeah, man, 100%. I'm sure that's going to be, like I said, a memory you'll probably remember for the whole rest of your life there. It's something that's so big in the combat sports world, too, to get a photo with Iron Mike Tyson. That is something there. But anyway, one last thing before we wrap up here. I know you have your tabs on Dunmore Football. For everybody that maybe isn't familiar, I know we've covered this in the past. We've done interviews. Dunmore in the state of Pennsylvania is a great program, one of the best small school programs in the state of Pennsylvania. You got to be a part of the program for quite some time before going off and playing football at Temple. Obviously, anybody from Dunmore always keeps their tabs on them. Just your thoughts on the season so far. Dunmore, big surprise, off to another fantastic start here.
Yeah, always. I'm a true believer that Dunmore football. We have the best football in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? No doubt. You know what I mean? That the history shows. You know what I mean? Whether people are like, oh, I wonder if Dunmore is going to be good. I wonder if they're going to be bad. Like everybody knows Dunmore football. They come to play. You know what I mean? If we come hard, smack everybody in the head. You know what I mean? That's just like simple Dunmore football. So you can never ever count them out. They're always going to be the best at what they do. And for the guys, I just tell them keep playing hard, and keep winning. That's all you can do. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're doing fantastic, and I'm sure they're gonna have a great rest of the year.
Good stuff, man. Appreciate the time as always. Last thing before you roll out, social media, management, sponsors, anybody give a shout out to? Floor is yours.
Yeah, first, I'd like to give a shout out to my sponsors. We have New York Style Guide, my boy Angel, always coming through. Fridays on Ash, Joe Karate and Sheila, they do amazing. They're one of my sponsors for every fight. Always, helping hand. And if you guys get a chance to have great bourbon and great grilled cheese, just get over there and grab them. Titan Tree, especially times like this, when the weather gets crazy, you know what I mean? Alex Stenifon, he's got your back. Give him a call. They got you guys. And DeSantis Funeral Home, my boy Anthony, always doing a great job. They run a great business over there. If you need anything, give DeSantis Funeral Home a call. Anthony will hook you up. And also, too, social media, Daiqwon Buckley _MMA. That's where you can find me. A little on Facebook, but Instagram is more my thing. And also, too, I just want to give a shout out to my friends and family, my mentors, my boy Phil Hawes. He's like one of my biggest mentors, one of my best friends, too. Always keeping it real with me and helping me, stay focused and get what I need to get done. But yeah, man. And also too, John, always thanks for having me and, help me grow and get my stuff out there, man. So I really do appreciate you.
Daiqwon, no problem at all, man. You are always welcome here. It's been something being able to watch you grow here in your career. I remember we did something right after your first pro victory, then seeing you get the chance with the PFL tryout there. Now another stint here with LFA. It's really something to watch you grow here, man. And us NEPA boys got to stick together. Obviously, I'm up here in Pittston. You're from Dunmore, so local connection runs deep here. So anyway, man, really appreciate the time as always, and everybody that was out there watching today's interview. If you like today's interview, make sure to go to the bottom, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and want to give a shout out to the website MyMMANews.com. That's who I'm with. Make sure you guys keep going there, checking out our great content. Also, go to our social media pages, give us a like and a follow on there as well. We'll see you later, everybody.